Gareth was in a top band group, which indicates that he was an intelligent lad. I think that comes over very clearly now as the England manager. Academically, did very well, took his GCSEs, succeeded, could have stayed on at school to do his A-levels, but chose to take up that option as an apprentice at Crystal Palace.
As manager, Gareth was playing a role like a captain, because that's what he was for Middlesbrough over the years before that, and going straight into the role as manager of a Premier League club, from literally being the captain, being the player, and now the manager in a short space of time. And what we see now in Gareth, in the way that he communicates to people, he has the empathy of others, is how he was at Middlesbrough. He was always I felt, someone who his peer group would look up to, which tends to be the case, particularly as I would notice in the sports lessons. But you could see there was a very mature young man at the time, intelligent lad, as I said, and even then a thinker and someone who could lead the group, very good role model within those groups, as I recall.
I first came across Raheem Sterling when he came into QPR at 10 years of age. I was the U16 coach there at the time, but I was also head of the schoolboy department. So I would take the 16s on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and then on a Saturday they'd have a game, and then on Sunday I'd be looking at all the schoolboy matches at QPR. Raheem came in, and pretty much his first season was playing in the U12s at QPR. And you could see at that stage he was a standout player, and he was playing a year up.
So I first came across Luke Shaw when I was the manager of Southampton. We were in League One. He was a young player in the academy. We had several real good players in there. And at 16, played him in the first team. I remember we'd be Coventry that time. James Ward-Prowse actually scored the winning goal, the one of the 17-year-olds that we had, and youngsters we had. And in fact, so we had him train with the first team, which was great. We had great role models, senior players. They needed to understand what the level of training was like and whatever, and get used to it. So Luke was with us, he was good. Couldn't play a full game. He was still trying to physically develop.
I started setting different challenges for him. I started moving him up the age groups when I recognised that he could mentally cope with that, but also when I believed that he could physically cope with that. So he moved through the age groups pretty quickly. As he was spending his time at the club. So when he was under 14, he was playing in the under 18s, and at 14 as a U15 he ended up playing in the men's team, the reserves as it was at that stage. So he coped pretty well with all the challenges that were thrown in front of him.
We knew he had the potential. He had this acceleration to die for. He could just go past people, but likewise, like all young people, they've got to physically develop. So we gave him the opportunity, and it's just been great to track his career.
He's earned the right. He's had a successful career. He's played international football. He's had a good managerial career. He's had a good coaching career alongside that. And like I said about Gareth, in terms of the team and having people around him that he knows, and someone of Chris's character, the way that he is as a person, the way he is as a football man, it works hand in hand with what Gareth's achieved. And I know that he's been highly documented about what he brings to the group in his energy, his positivity, but it's also the footballing knowledge, football understanding.
Of course, I'm very, very proud that I played a part in his development. You know, it's great to see him do so well. It's great to see the team do so well. It's great for the country. It's great for football in this country. It just shows everybody, you know, all the young players who are coming through, Centre of Excellence as it was at the time at QPR and at Academy here at Charlton, that there's a chance for them. They can actually move through the ranks, get to the top, or play for Charlton for us, then maybe go on and play for England, and then hopefully playing in European finals, which I hope Raheem does, and I hope obviously he wins it with England.
Fantastic now, he's having a real good Euros. You know, he's made such a big impact for everybody. He's played consistently now at Man United this season as well. Like all young men, there's challenges that they all face. You know, but I like to think we gave him a good start at Charlton with so many at Southampton with so many so many good members of staff and people that helped him along the way, and ultimately he's got to do it himself. And again, I relate to that with what we're doing here at Charlton. We've got so many good young players to come through the system, but we've got real good members of staff in so many different departments that we can help them come through. And as I said, if we can just surround the potential of a player with good people in so many different departments, we can help nurture and make them flourish. So
I know that Gareth never forgets the many people who've worked with him throughout his career and contributed to his development. So delighted for him and looking forward now to the big one on Sunday. And I'm sure him and the team will want to go one step further.